following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. End zone, Jake Ferguson. Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrick Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Yeomans.
It was a Vegas-style beatdown in Week 11 of the NFL season. 33-16 the final score as the Cowboys take care of business. The new-look defense lives up to the expectations, and they take that defense from the Raiders that Isaiah Stanback all of last week on this show on Talking Cowboys labeled as trash and took them out to the curb in Las Vegas. Final score, 33-16. The Cowboys get their fourth win of the season. Happy Victory Tuesday, Cowboys Nation. This is Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC Studios. Welcome in, everybody. We've got Patrick No-C Walker. We've got Isaiah Stanback with Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Glad you're with us.
Hi, Kyle.
Welcome.
Long time no see, bud.
Yeah, no, we saw each other like 6 hours ago.
Oh.
Post-game coverage. I know Beamer and Patrick were just getting off the plane.
Woo. Fresh off of 2 hours of sleep. Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah.
When you walk away with the victory.
The dub.
Quite the dub. It's very impressive. Very impressive. And, of course, it started off with, very emotional tribute to Marshawn kneeling. It was beautiful, and I want to say a couple things real quick to that. Number one, the Cowboys having Marshawn's jersey in his locker, having his jersey on the sideline, the T-shirts honoring him, the helmet decals that they'll wear the rest of the year. All of that was just beautifully done, and I also want to give a shout-out to the Las Vegas Raiders organization for their tribute, not just with the moment of silence and the Jumbotron tribute and things like that, but their shirts, the 988 on the back and the Call the Audible on the front.
That was cool.
That was just absolutely fantastic as far as mental health support and awareness goes. So again, very heavy hearts to start the game, but they did exactly what they said they would do. The Cowboys did. They said they were going to go out and honor Marshawn by playing relentless football. They were going to have high motors, high effort, and you saw it. So not only did you see execution, and not only did you see scheme, but you also definitely saw guys flying around. Talk about a guy like Malik Hooker, for example, fresh off of a IR stint, only had a couple practices under his belt, out there like his hair was on fire.
Yeah.
Then you saw some of the, we're getting to it. I'm working my way down. And you saw guys like Kalen Carson. I'd be remiss if I didn't give Kalen Carson his credit. He was really good in coverage. He was excellent in tackling. And what did we say that Cowboys fans had a question mark about Kalen Carson? It was his tackling.
Yep.
Oh, he wanted the smoke last night. And it went down from there. Linebackers, DeMarvion Overshown. Yes, Agent Zero made his return. He was flying around out there. Looking good, young man, looking good. And then that defensive line. And I'm going to say this name, and I'm going to throw it to Isaiah. Quinnen Williams.
Who?
Quinnen Williams.
I'm who?
Quinnen
Williams. Did he have an impact on the game?
The biggest of anyone, literally on defense.
Biggest, the largest.
Of his career?
That boy is good.
Big extra plug reference. I got you the biggest, the largest.
Did everybody else seemingly play better because of him?
Everybody. Kenny Clark played better. Osa played better. The defensive ends played better. Linebackers played better.
Guys had more favorable matchups
They did.
because of him?
Across the board.
This isn't just
Flex.
coy Isaiah. This
I
is
love
like,
this. This is flex, Isaiah.
Yeah.
This.
You talking about the same Quinnen Williams that had 18% pressure rate
that guy.
on his pass rushes?
That'd be correct.
The same Quinnen Williams that had 1.5 sacks
Yeah.
on 28 dropbacks.
Highest of the season.
Interesting. James Houston got a sack, right?
That's James Houston.
Yeah, that's James.
Jadavian Clowney was all over the place last night.
Yeah, he played well.
Interesting. Guys just
Donovan got a safety.
Donovan.
Raku got a safety.
Ezraku was all over the place. Maybe the team was just that bad, huh? Maybe they were just that bad.
I mean, they are pretty bad.
I mean, they're pretty bad.
We talked about that last
said
week.
that.
You can't move the goalpost now when we had already moved the
Yeah.
goalpost.
No, we moved the goalpost.
That was already there.
We already went Canada football and moved the goalposts. Okay, so we did that already. We already let the people know. We told you that
they're stopping that. You know they
I
changed
know what
that.
they're talking about. Listen, but we told you that their defense was trash. I told you that they were going to score 42. They didn't. Should have. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, CeeDee
Almost
Lamb, by the
there.
way.
CD owes us some water.
Yeah, you owe us
That
a
wasn't CD.
Whataburger.
That was not CD. That was
dropped the pass.
Listen,
It wasn't a perfect pass.
That pass
I
It was
know.
catchable.
that pass
Listen,
was trash.
If you're CeeDee Lamb,
That boy
you should
was
catch
that boy
pass.
dropped back and threw that ball like it was a screenplay.
Well, they both owe us.
They both do. They both, yes.
That's fine. We can
The
double
ball touches
dip.
your hands as a receiver. You're supposed to bring it in.
They got the bread. That's fine.
But it was a rush pass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both owe us.
with no pressure.
They got the bread. They can get us the buns.
Yes,
It's fine. Make it
unnecessary,
happen.
unnecessary screenplay 5 yards down the field. But no, listen, proud of what they did yesterday. I expected them to do exactly what they did. It was good to see offensively that us have a balanced attack.
Yeah.
It was good to see that. It was good to see the productivity between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and Ferguson being a threat. Is that you or me? That's me.
That's you.
Being a threat in the
Money
red
on
zone.
the line.
He only had 16 yards receiving, but he had a touchdown. Like, you don't have to be dominant. You just have to be a threat. I think that what Shotty did offensively in terms of the scheme allowed for everybody to win. I like that. Defensively, yeah, I like that. I like those words. Defensively, you saw what these guys are capable of. We saw 5-1. We saw 4-3.
Yeah.
We saw a 4-2-5. We saw all the looks. We saw every single linebacker. If no C would have been labeled as a linebacker, he would have been in the game. Every linebacker that we had played.
Yep.
Every single one of them. And they all made contributions.
Yep.
And they were put in situations to be successful based upon their abilities. We saw to begin the game, we saw Demo and Murray and Maris Leofau. And then we saw Logan Wilson get in there. We saw Shamar James get in there. We saw literally everybody and their mama who played linebacker get into the rotation.
And their mama.
And their mama. Defensive line was fresh. Linebackers were fresh.
Yeah.
This is what you want. I know a lot of people are like
rotation.
Lots of rotation. Now, whether they were trying to see what these personnel groupings look like together or whether they were just keeping guys fresh, I think it was a combination of both. Either way, I can't imagine that anybody had more than 20 snaps in terms of at the second level. They were all just rotating through. So it was good to see. It was good to see Revel. I was like pleasantly surprised by Revel. I had zero expectations.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had zero expectations. We said it on the air.
Solid.
He was solid.
He had the one penalty.
He had the one penalty, but I'd take that penalty because that boy was in his pocket like lint.
Oh boy, yeah, he was.
So I take that all day long. So I was highly impressed by him. I was unaware of his game.
Shaq meme.
Yeah. So I liked it. I liked it.
So you talked about the snaps at the second level. I just pulled up the snap counts from last night. Would you like to take a guess on who played the majority of the snaps
Murray.
for the linebackers?
Murray.
It was not Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray played 26% 26 snaps, 43% of the snaps.
This is crazy.
Would you like to take another guess?
You're probably gonna say Demo.
Demo was number 2.
No.
Demo was number 2, 31.
This doesn't match the eye test.
Marist?
Yep. No. One more.
This does not match the
Give you
eye
one
test.
more.
Yeah.
It was Logan Wilson. The number
wouldn't have
one.
guessed that.
Number 1 and number 2 snap counts at the linebacker position were Logan Wilson 1, DeMarvion Overshone 2.
What were those numbers?
And Wilson had 34 snaps, and DeMarvion Overshone had 31 snaps.
Wow.
So that's 57% for Logan Wilson and 52% for DeMarvion Overshone of defensive snaps that they played in the game. Now, one thing I did notice upon rewatching this morning was Logan Wilson wearing the green dot. I anticipated him to wear the green dot at some point down the line because
Not week one.
but the first week with a team
Debut.
that says a lot about what they do in trusting him. First off,
You can tell he's a smart dude.
and you could tell it definitely is something about his football IQ. in what he was able to do coming in with a bye week to digest the playbook and to be able to, and a lot of that is regurgitating the play call, but you got to know the play call in order to do it.
He was here for 2 weeks.
Pretty impressive.
He was here for 2 weeks.
I mean, and he passed the test for me. Was he perfect? No. But nobody was perfect, and it's still one of those things that you want to take one game at a time.
And it should only get better.
Exactly. And I think your level of competition goes up this week. So you're going to get another really good test and a really good benchmark this week as to where you should be with this new look defense against the Philadelphia Eagles. But you can only play who's in front of you.
Yep.
And you can only check the box that you are currently working on. And they checked that box yesterday for me. And that's why I don't like the people talking about, oh, it was the 2-7 Raiders. I get it.
Yeah, that's who's on
I
your
understand.
schedule.
We've already talked about it, but that's who's on the schedule.
Yeah.
Hold that.
Now you get to turn things around and make things happen. You got to get the paper.
I gotta
Get the paper. Listen, I remember sitting here talking about if you were to add a dominant interior defensive lineman alongside Kenny Clark, Osa Odighizuwa, what that would then force teams to do. I said that it would discourage teams from running the ball. It would just discourage teams from running the ball straight downhill. And they would have to do what? Try to attack the edges. They have to try to outflank you, right? And then your linebackers are too fast to be outflanked. What did you see the Raiders try to do yesterday?
They tried to attack the edges.
They had no choice but to try to attack the edges. And then when they couldn't do that, they started trying to throw the ball out to the edges, right? They started throwing it out in swing routes. They started throwing it out on nice little things along the line of scrimmage, but adjacent to the snap of the ball.
Yeah.
And you couldn't because the guys were too fast. And even when there was a bunch of space, you're like, oh, crap, there's too much space. And he, boom. Oh, okay, yeah, there's multiple guys hitting you. I loved everything about that. That is what you want to do. You made these guys abandon the run. If you can make teams abandon the run, it's a lot easier to play defense.
I tell you, and keeping to the defensive side of the ball, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, we will get to offense. But I'm so impressed with what the defense was able to put together against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm just going to go ahead and hold this up.
Yeah, just hold it like the whole
Just let me hold this
A little bit higher.
You got it?
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
There you go. I need the smiley face in there.
I was about to say, I like
for the audio only, Kyle or Isaiah, could you read this, please?
This take does not imply that the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
Thank you very much.
Smiley face.
Thank you very much. This
Sounded like a
defense-
kindergarten class.
Yeah, this defense looked the best at any point this season. Now they had at least one good game against the Jets, 5 sacks, but it wasn't like this. I mean, the pressure up the middle was almost instantaneous.
Where was it coming from?
Up the middle. Quinnen, Kenny, those guys were getting after it. Osa, the ends, and then it kind of worked itself back. Now, what I want to point out, I mentioned this earlier, but I would be remiss if I didn't draw a gold circle around Kalen Carson. Kalen Carson. So now suddenly we have a situation where you're going to have a very fun competition at cornerback because Savon Revel is back, and he played, I think, 19 snaps. And on those 19 snaps, Savon Revel was targeted twice, allowed only one reception.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who had the most defensive snaps of the entire Cowboys roster?
Jerome Brown?
No, it was Kalen Carson. He was the only one who played 100% of the snaps. 60 snaps. I think Kyer Elam is going to ride that bench. But my point being, as Savon Revel gets ramped up more and more, now it's Revel versus Kalen Carson, right? And then a lot
Reddy Stewart was out there.
Right, Reddy Stewart was out there as well.
In the nickel.
And then what you want to see is, okay, well, Kalen Carson, he's getting all these reps now. What is he doing with them? Well, I'll tell you what he's doing with them. Okay. He allowed only 4 receptions for a total of 55 yards, 12.2%.
Yep.
Target percentage. Yeah. Is that good? Seems good. Okay. Not only was his coverage stout, but again, his tackling, his willingness, his ability to in the open field to take down guys, to not allow them to get the missed tackle plus the yak after the catch.
Yep.
Kalen Carson looked every bit the part of seatbelt. Now we will see if he can stack days like this
Against better.
against better opponents. We will see. Here comes Devontae Smith. Here comes A.J. Brown. Now, we're not going to say that they're world beaters in the air. However, they are dogs. They are animals.
Well, then you got Rashee Rice. Then you got Kelsey. I mean, I
will
know
say
it's tight
this
end, but
is
then
a
you
good,
got Amon St. Brown.
good start. It's a good foundation, a good base for Kalen Carson to build on. Confidence-wise especially.
Shout out to Deron Bland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the assignment that he had.
Yeah.
Big bounce back for him, too.
Yeah. 100%.
Huge bounce back. It was great to see that response. He got torched in Tostitos the week before, but with the sign of a competitor is how you respond.
Yep.
Right? And he came back and he handled Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a freaking dude. He's a freaking dude. He still got his yardage and he did all that. But he's a freaking dude. And Deron Bland was in his hip pocket and had him flustered and frustrated.
He did.
You can go back and look at the TV copy. Bowers was like, dude, get this dude out of here. Like, can you please get him out of my hip, please?
He did. And to put numbers to that, and of course, Deron Bland wasn't only assigned to Brock, but overall, Deron Bland was targeted 11 times. He allowed only 5 receptions on those 11 targets. No chunk plays. Total of 50 yards allowed. No touchdowns. 23.4% target percentage. So he played exceptional as well.
And last Friday, whenever we did the over-under segment, the over-under for Brock Bowers was at 70.5. He got 72. So congratulations, Isaiah. You got that one done.
Wait, did
you got it barely.
Did CeeDee and George both score touchdowns?
They did.
First time.
They did. Who could have said such a thing? Yeah.
Good call, sir.
Yeah, so we'll get to the other side of this break because I know Kyle is going to want to do that right now. So we'll get to the offense.
Yeah, let's get to that first break. We'll talk about the offense, then we'll flip it to the defensive side because I know you guys want to talk about the defense.
Yeah.
I know you want to talk more about the defense, but the offense played quite well as well in the 33-16 win over the Las Vegas Raiders. More Talking Cowboys right after this.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys. Hope you wore your Cowboys gear to a Black Rifle Coffee location yesterday and got 10% off your entire order. And if you ever do that, I thought about this the other day. Send us like a game day Black Rifle coffee shot. Like take a selfie with your Black Rifle coffee and your Cowboys gear and tell us that
just
you
one shot.
Stop by it.
Not a triple like you.
I mean, that's a triple. That's a triple espresso.
Come on, family.
It's a big week ahead. And I did see some text and some tweets from the family this week, and everybody was really excited about it all. I even saw one. Somebody was commenting about Isaiah, like they really enjoy Isaiah's work across the board.
Appreciate y'all support.
We do. We really appreciate it and all the kind words.
Listen, we always try to make sure that you guys are the Smartest ones in the room.
And to that point, shouts out to the family who were present at Allegiant and
showed up.
They made themselves known. They said what's up to Tommy and
cool,
Josh and myself.
Nice.
And so shouts out to the family, Talking Cowboys worldwide.
That's awesome. We love you guys, and we do a lot of homework. I hope you know, like, there's a lot of late nights, and Patrick's running on 2 hours of sleep, and he's been watching film.
I'm really pretending hard.
Yeah. I woke up. I was watching the game this morning, like, trying to stay awake, and that's why I've got the triple shot of espresso.
Listen, check this out. And to that point, if we're ever saying that somebody is trash, they're probably trash. If we're ever saying that
you didn't think that was going that way.
Listen, like, they're probably trash, right? Like, when the Broncos week was here, we told you that defense was nasty. We're not gaslighting. We're not trying to, like, make you feel better. Like, we're giving you guys the real. I can't speak about some of the other podcasts, but I tell you what, here on Talking Cowboys, you guys are going to get informed, really, really detailed information that you can then go and be the smartest ones in the room and educate somebody else, because that's what we want to do. We want to spread this information.
Spread it.
Mm-hmm. I like this from George in the chat. And there's a lot of newcomers in the chat, by the way, on YouTube. This is where a lot of the fun happens because Twitter is down today. So I welcome to the YouTube chat. He said the new season starts today. And I like the way that's phrased.
Okay, I like this conversation.
Because it is. It's a new season from here on out.
Yep.
And it's a season where you can't just go 500 down the stretch.
No.
You're going to have to win 70 or 80% of your games down the stretch. And you're doing it against the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Giants.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance, but my God, you got to get going now. And so I do. I like that. The new season starts now, and you've got the one out of the way. You got your freebie win there. Now it's gauntlet from here on out.
Not just the gauntlet, but what we pointed out last week is it's the way it lays out on the calendar. So you're coming off of Monday Night Football. You don't have time to. I asked CD about it. I was like,
QB vision tomorrow about the Eagles.
I asked CD Lamb after the game yesterday. I said, normally you guys have 24 hours to kind of enjoy a win or to kind of work through a loss, and then you got to turn the page. How quickly are you going to turn the page? He said, we're already turned.
Yeah.
We're already on to the Eagles. You got a short week from Monday night to Sunday, and then from Sunday to Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Then from Thursday to Thursday.
Then from Thursday to
then
Thursday.
You get a little bit of a bye week, like a mini bye week.
Three games, 12 days.
Yeah. You're going to earn that mini bye.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you got to come out of that clean. And I don't just mean injury-wise. I mean, you got to come out of there probably 3-0.
Yeah, you got to win all three.
You got to get 3-0.
And there's a chance that you can.
I agree.
There's a real chance that you can.
So that brings me to the next point here. And we talked a little bit about the defense. We'll go back to them in the next segment. But on the offensive side of the football, did they do enough yesterday to show that those last two games were a fluke? That the offense, and there's a reason why I ask it that way. Did they show enough for your confidence level to return entirely that this team and this offense is back to the elite status that they were showing prior to the game in Denver?
That's a week-to-week thing for me.
Okay.
Based upon your opponent. It really depends on your opponent, because the thing is, like, you can't just look at teams and say, okay, well, this team beat this team or this team lost to this team, so that means that we're going to do this. It's all about matchups. Week to week is about matchups. That's why my analysis changes from week to week. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Raiders are a completely different matchup than the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles, right? What do you have to do in order to beat the Eagles? I know we'll start talking about them tomorrow, but you got to outscore them. Kevin Patullo's offensive coordinator right now, they're not doing well. Okay, it doesn't mean that the players are trash. The players are amazing, but he's not putting his players in position to be successful. So you're going to have to outscore those guys. The Raiders, you were able to execute and dominate every aspect of the game. They had good players. They had two dominant players on offense and one dominant player on defense. That's it. That's all you had to be concerned about with them. So you weren't that concerned, right? It should have been relatively easy to dominate, and they did. That's not the case this coming week. You know, the matchups are going to be tougher. Your one-on-one matchups, you know, as we saw last night, your one-on-one matchups, you were able to dominate those. Now your one-on-one matchups are going to be real across the board, right? All the way across the board on both sides of the ball. So even though you're playing in the NFL, you would think they would be the same from week to week. It's not. It's just not. They're all professionals. They're all really good players, the best in the world. Some teams just have better players than others.
Yeah.
And that's what you're about to face. So we'll get into that. But I was confident I knew that there was going to be a get-right game for them on both sides of the ball. I was excited to see all the additions. You had 2 brand-new players. You had 2 guys coming off of injury that you hadn't seen all season long, one of them being a rookie, and then you had 2 other guys that were coming off of injury, right? And Malik Hooker and Dono, I believe, right? So you had those guys showing back up. So you had a lot of brand-new on the defense side of the ball. And then offensively, you're just trying to get back into the saddle. Running the ball, yes, you check that box. Passing the ball, yes, you check that box. Did you to your receivers? Yes. Ferguson, but you got him in the red zone, right? So like there's still things that are unchecked that you have to make sure that you get that, pencil it all the way in. Don't pencil it in halfway and then submit your test.
Offensive line. I still thought the offensive line was spotty at times yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
in pass pro they were.
Absolutely.
The rushing attack, they were moving guys.
Even then, if they were really moving guys, I think you would have seen more from Javonte Williams, who was running the ball exceptionally well yesterday.
Yeah, he did run into a couple.
He got hit
it wasn't perfect, but
behind the line of scrimmage, he had to shake off a tackle.
Correct.
And things
let me qualify that comment. It was much more. They opened many more lanes than they did in the 2 previous outings,
which I agree with completely.
Yeah, many more.
But I still want to see more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But you have to take into account who they were blocking,
the opponent,
right? So you take it with a grain of salt. I don't take it away.
Max Crosby.
I don't take it away, but yeah, Max Crosby's a freaking dog, right? And he was a dog.
He's so good.
But he's one of those. He's one of those top 3. He's one of those top 3, top 4 guys that you just have to be like, that is what that is.
Sometimes he's going to get
you know what I'm saying? Like
he's going to get
his. Him, Myles Garrett, Micah, obviously there's a handful of dudes that you just have to be like, sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did our best.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. So I like the direction that they're heading. I still think that they have to find a way to get Ferguson going.
Yeah.
Like for them to be the offense that they want to be, they have to find a way to get Fergie getting.
You're talking multiple receptions.
I'm talking about 60 or 50 plus 50 yards.
Yeah.
Ferg needs plus 50 yards. He has to be a threat in the middle of the field. You cannot continue to rely upon George Pickens being your 18-yard in-route guy on the backside of the play. You can't rely on CeeDee Lamb being your over-route runner. You saw that early in the game when the safety cut on his over-route and they simply just walled him off, right? So people are starting to see the concepts that Dallas is running, and they're starting to try to predict some of them, and they're being successful on some of them. But you have to get Ferguson going. You have to be able to line up and say, hey, you want to take those guys away? All right, this dude can beat you, and we're not there.
I agree with Isaiah in that it's a week-to-week answer for me because of who they went against versus who they're going to go up against, and on a short week, no less, and on another short week after that, even shorter week. I will say the only thing I disagree with Isaiah, everything else I'm right there with you. I do need Jake Ferguson to be more involved or get more involved, or I should say I need them to get Jake Ferguson more involved because he is mentally involved.
Correct.
I mean, I saw him out there on at least one occasion. I think he put a guy through the earth. Guys somewhere in China right now. Just nasty work. Nasty work. But that being said, my counterpoint is you got to take what the defense is giving.
Oh, for sure.
So, and that being said, last night, the Raiders were not necessarily giving them Jake Ferguson underneath. They were giving them George Pickens. They were giving them CeeDee Lamb. And give versus take. I'll say the Cowboys were taking. So CeeDee Lamb was taking on his routes. And George Pickens was taking on his routes.
George Pickens was so much fun to watch
phenomenal.
last night.
And then the collecting ankles like bottle caps and the yak yardage. I mean, what do we have from Next Gen Stats? Pickens now owns 2 of the top 10 yak performances by wide receivers in 2025. After last night, he had 85 in Week 6 against the Packers, 4 missed tackles, But last night, 9 catches on 11 targets, 144 total yards with the tutty.
Yeah.
So when that's happening,
for sure.
And then you see CeeDee Lamb, he gets his touchdown, but CeeDee Lamb also had some key possession catches that kept the chains moving, or I should say that moved the chains. When that's happening, you let those 2 guys eat.
Sure. Let me put a little context into it.
Yeah, come on with
Jake Ferguson had 2 really good games in the first 3 games of the season. Okay, week 2 against the Giants, he had 78 yards, no touchdowns. Bears, which was the following week, he had 82 yards, no touchdowns. He's been getting touchdowns, obviously, since then. He's been your touchdown, your red zone guy. But he's averaging 6.7 yards per reception, including those 2 games.
Yeah.
He has to be a threat in the middle. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that he's being unproductive. What I'm saying is he has to be more of a threat. He has to be able to demand the middle of the field I'm not saying that you're not getting there. You are getting there with your receivers, but you need to be able to run your receivers on their outside routes and let your tight end work. And he's capable of doing it. So I'm saying you're leaving a lot on the table by only getting Jake 4 receptions for 16 yards. Last week, Cardinals 5 for 50. That was one of his better games, right? Commanders 7 for 29, 3 for 33, 7 for 49, 7 for 40. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's only had 2 games
over 50
yards.
Yeah. Is it possible that you're telling me all this and he's capable of doing so? Is it possible? And we've been critical of past play callers for going too early into their bag too often early in the season.
I heard you
if he's capable and they've shown it and he's still making an impact for now on the offensive side, and there's really only 2 games or maybe 3 games where you haven't had the offensive performance.
He's sleeping.
Is it possible that it's just a matter of time?
That's why I have my.
Is that what you hit?
That's literally why I have my hand raised.
I don't want to say that they're sandbagging Jake Ferguson because he's still being productive. He has 7 touchdowns. I mean, that's really it's a great season by itself. However, I agree with you. I don't think we've seen the ceiling yet from what he can bring to the table. But there's also a lot of football to go around, or not a lot of football to go around. There's only 1 per play that you can pass to somebody, and you got all these other guys that have to eat. So is it possible that it just hasn't been unlocked yet?
Before we go to break, yes. I say this with a sense of urgency, understanding the defensive coordinators that we're about to face.
That's fair.
Okay. Take what the defense gives you, though, right?
You take what the defense gives you, but these defensive coordinators, and you guys well know,
absolutely.
Okay, as you look at the schedule, all right, the defensive coordinators that we're about to face, all right, obviously you got your man, Mr. Where we're about to face, what's his name?
Fangio.
Vic Fangio, okay, and then we have Spags, right, and you got who else? I'm blanking on the names right now.
Well, you're thinking Detroit, and Detroit has 2 new coordinators.
Yes, but I'm thinking of Vikings, though.
Brian Flores.
B-Flow. So 3 of those 4 D coordinators, they're going to get after you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see Ferg just being negated to a blocker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
The way in which you can hurt a lot of defenses when they're blitzing and getting after you is working the middle of the field.
I think
Kelvin Shepard is the Lions defense.
Yeah, he's not as aggressive as these other 3.
But I think we're all on the same page, just saying it different ways, because I'm with both of you in different capacities. And the reason I had my hand raised was for the point that Kyle made, which is basically this is an offense that when it's being called the right way, in a way that's explosive by Shoddy, on any given week, you'll see a different 1 or 2 guys show out. So I think that this works in the Cowboys' favor, because what you're going to have now is teams trying harder to stop George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And there's only so much you can do there because you can't double both or shade coverage one way or the other. But as they try to do that, because I think the Eagles they're looking at George Pickens especially, and they're seeing CeeDee Lamb, and they're like, man, we got to sell out to stop these guys. And then guess who? Jake Ferguson. That's what I'm saying. Because Javonte is also going to get his from the running back position. Shouts out to Javonte and Pass Pro as well. He brings his big boy pants to pass.
Also, I know we're going to break.
Yeah,
but you got the O-line is going to have their hands full over these.
Oh, I agree.
Next couple games.
Even more of a reason that you would think that Ferguson's production is going to be an uptick, because if Dak has fewer or less time to throw, more check down happens.
Carter and Jones coming up.
Coming up. I do want to put this stat out here. This is courtesy of the Dallas Cowboys public relations.
Take some plays off.
Public relations department that does a great job with these post-game notes. I didn't see this stat until just now. 2025, Pickens has 908 receiving yards, 7 receiving touchdowns. He's just the 4th player in franchise history with at least 900 receiving yards and 7 touchdown catches through 10 games in a season.
Where'd he go to school?
He's a former Georgia Bulldog.
Go Dogs.
These 3 names are really, really good names to be with. How about Bullet Bob Hayes? He's one of them, 1966.
One of my favorites of all time.
Michael Irvin, the playmaker.
My favorite.
1995.
Sounds familiar.
And then the third one is T.O., Terrell Owens in 2007.
He was
historic. He was pretty good.
He was a pretty good player.
Pretty good player. So pretty good company to be across the board with in Cowboys franchise history for George Pickens. It's been so much fun watching him play. All right. When we come back, we've got smelly stickers to hand out. It is a win for the Cowboys. We're going to scratch and sniff and talk about our players of the game when we come back here on Talking Cowboys. More right after this. If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company. This segment is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Back here with Patrick Nosey Walker, Isaiah Stanback with Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Time now to give out our players of the game. It's going to be a tough one.
Is it?
It's going to be tough.
You guys know, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Don't I dare.
I kind of want to go first.
Don't you dare. No, I'm going first. Give me the
just to throw him a wrench. Just to mess with him a little bit because I know exactly where he's going. I just want to see where it would be. Oh. These are all new. Look at this one. This was a Cosmic Brownie. That's awesome. These are the new stickers that were sent our way a couple weeks back. Really, really cool stickers, and they're all like super random. So this will be fun to talk about. You guys got one yet?
I'm looking, man.
No.
Come on, guys. We got to have one ready to go.
Well, Kyle, you just threw it on our laps, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I had to run up there stickers in the middle of the break.
We're used to the other stickers. Let's see.
Here we go. I got mine.
All right, go for it.
I got one.
All right. Well, you guys see this right here? Drumsticks.
I was about to say, what is that?
Drumsticks. You can see one drumstick in the front.
Uh-huh.
Can't really see the other drumstick that well.
Oh,
you know,
what is that?
So you kind of can see half of it. So it looks like 1.5 drumsticks for 1.5 sacks by Quinnen Williams. That's right. 5 hits on the QB. Oh, he hit him 5 times. 1 TFL. Everybody got better. I love Quinnen Williams. I'm glad that he's here. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 drumsticks.
Okay. 1.5 drumsticks.
Right.
Quinnen Williams.
First game.
Getting it done.
Boy, that guy was eating.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he definitely
was eating damn good.
He was eating some drumsticks.
Boy, them drumsticks.
All right. I've got this one right here. I talked about these being random. These are super random. This is a box of chicken nuggets. And the title on the box says Nugs, Not Drugs. That's what it says.
Okay.
And there are 4 chicken nuggets in here. 4 of them things. They're all nice and fried and crispy. Four chicken nuggets. It looks like it's like a half-eaten pack or whatever. But since there's 4 in there, that's how many passing touchdowns that Dak Prescott had
Okay.
to 4 different receivers.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it to the passing attack. I'm going
Okay.
to say that they were effective. They were throwing it around. It wasn't just one guy eating. It was CeeDee Lamb. Then it was George Pickens going for $144. Then it was Ryan Flanoy in the red zone.
Oh.
Then it was Jake Ferguson in the red zone. 4 tutties for Dak Prescott. The passing game just about as nice and savory as a little bit of chicken nuggets.
Savory.
Nugs, not drugs, baby.
There you go. What would you have picked if he would have completed that last pass?
Then I would have had to find something else.
He's eating Whataburger.
Oh,
Yeah, it would have been. We would have had a burger or something.
Back
There.
in CD, you owe us some honey butter biscuits from Whataburger.
That's true.
Yeah, you do.
That's true.
All right. I got a smelly sticker. I'm going to give it to Melvin in the chat. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome back, Melvin.
Welcome back, Melvin. Told y'all we didn't block Melvin. He was just on PTO. Let's see. I'm going with sunny side up egg. Who on earth am I giving a sunny side up egg to?
You like your eggs like that?
On a burger. Only on a burger. This is going to
It's good stuff.
not just Quinnen, not just Kenny, not just Osa, not just Easy, not just Logan, not just Demo, not just Kalen, not just Savone, not just Deron, not just Malik, not Marquise, K9 with the PBU that created the entire defense. It's been some dark days this year for you guys, some dark days, but things are looking sunny side up.
Hey.
They're looking sunny side up at the moment. Now, keep in mind,
Went over the pear and the apple. Dog.
as I hold the sign up,
It's a whole nother side here you could
The disrespect.
I just want everybody to understand that yes, it was the Raiders that they were up against, but considering that the Cowboys have also struggled against bad teams, took them overtime to beat the New York Giants. They got tore to shreds by the Cardinals on their own field, so forth and so on. Seeing this defense do what they did last night against anyone is progress. Seeing it as an accessory of what Quinnen Williams was able to do in his debut. First game out.
What?
What? How can you not see this defense as on a promising track? Now, does that mean it'll be fixed this season? And, you won't see them replicate this. You absolutely do. But when you look a little bit beyond this season, oh, man. It really.
I'm not looking beyond this week, buddy.
Don't do it then.
I'm not.
I'm just saying, for now and for later, this might be very exciting for the
I
defense.
see what you did there. One of the best candies ever.
There you go. Now,
Cowboys.
But you got to say it the right way. How you say it?
Now and later.
Nope. You from the Pacific Northwest. That's how you say it. How you
Now later.
Now
That's
later.
the South.
Now later.
It's nah later.
Nah.
Nah later.
No.
It's like you're annihilating,
No.
but you're an annihilator.
I went to George Washington University.
Yeah, but you're in the South now, buddy. You're in the South now, buddy. It's nah later.
Cowboys Eagles coming up on Sunday. Like we said, it is a short week. So we get right into QB vision and a Cowboys preview on the offensive side versus that Eagles defense. The Eagles defense looks nasty. That Eagles defense is tremendous.
It's changed.
Their offense hasn't been playing at a super high level, but their defense is really good.
We'll talk about it.
So we'll talk about that tomorrow. We should have Josh Rodriguez back tomorrow as well. He's enjoying his time in Las Vegas and one final day in the Sin City. And then he'll be back tomorrow. We'll be here for the rest of the week. That does it for us here on Talkin Cowboys. Again, a victory Tuesday for Dallas with a Monday Night Football win over the Las Vegas Raiders, 33-16, the final score. Special thanks to all those who have tuned in today. For Patrick Nosey Walker, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back, I'm Kyle Yeoman saying, so long, Cowboys Nation. Thanks for watching Talkin Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?